So it would appear that I offended a few people yesterday on my little rant, and I'm sorry, but those people must have me confused with somebody who actually gives a rat's ass about what you think. Because if you keep going the way you're going, I'm sorry, but I did make a mistake. Your ass won't be dragging on the ground at 60. From what I've seen, more like 35 or 40. So, moving right along. Good questions yesterday. We talked a little bit about fat, a little bit about sugar. Today, maybe we'll move on to some exercise. People are always asking about exercise, what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. Again, I'm going to reiterate, forget the cardio. You're just wasting your time. So much more you could be doing in that amount of time. Patrick asked about honey. Honey's natural. Honey's healthy, isn't it? Yes and no. Honey is, well, everything's natural these days, so is arsenic, but that'll kill you in a second. It depends on where you are on that continuum, on that spectrum. Like, here's healthy, and here's not, and we're all somewhere in between. All the suggestions I'm making from the research I've done, it's once you get back to closer to being healthy, then you can start putting these things back in your diet. If you're happy with your weight and your body composition and your state of health, you'll have no problem utilizing sugars and like different sugars to a certain extent. But honey, as far as I know, is mostly fructose, which I think it's 38% to be exact. And we've talked about what the different sugars do to the body, and fructose being the worst because it's only metabolized in the liver, whereas glucose and other sugars go to the muscles, are stored in the muscle. Once the liver can't take any more sugar, it turns to fat, and then we get that NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is the precursor to most of our chronic ailments today. So, again, depending on where you are along that spectrum, I mean, honey's got lots of good things. It's antiviral, it's a little antibiotic, I think. It's got a lot of good properties to it. But again, it depends on how much fructose you're consuming. It depends on the state of your liver, on your ability to metabolize it. So, depending on where you are right now, you can add a little bit if you want. But if you're trying to lose weight and if you're trying to, get that push start for the new year, I would cut it out completely. Add it back later. Alcohol. That's another question I got yesterday. I think you guys know the answer to this. Alcohol's sugar. And the question I asked a couple of days ago is like, I don't get it. What's with this COVID-19? People putting on weight. And somebody said, well, it's alcohol. And yeah, you're probably right. More people are drinking. But if you're drinking alcohol because of all that's going on, you got more problems than just COVID. So alcohol is not good. And don't get me wrong. I used to love my red wine. I used to drink with a buddy of mine, probably a bottle a day. We'd split it. And when I stopped drinking wine, I stopped drinking, not because I'm an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a wino. But because I just absolutely love a good red wine. But it was affecting my sleep. So as soon as I cut it out, I was sleeping great and I felt great, better than I normally feel. I value my sleep more than the glass of wine, so I stopped drinking wine. I will have it on the odd occasion, very special occasions, but in general, I won't drink. And I never drink anything other than wine. It's just my preference. That's my weakness. My kryptonite is red wine. Love it. So, alcohol, depending, out. Health, not good for you. I said, if you're in good health, maybe a glass a day, the studies show, but for most people who are looking to be healthier and lose weight and those type of things, it's like, out. So there you go. Honey, alcohol, two things that people think are generally healthy. And again, if you're in great health and you're 20, you might be able to metabolize it better. But as you move into your 30s and 40s, it slows down and it's just gonna cause you problems down the road. So let's move on. Exercise. So again, we're gonna keep this thing simple. The problem with most people, and when they go to gyms and get personal trainers, is it's too arduous. Okay, you get into the gym, and it's like, oh, I gotta drive there, I got an hour workout, then I gotta do my cardio, and then I just don't have time. So you're all gung-ho in January, February, and then March starts to taper down, and it's like, I just don't have time. Everything else is more important. So the key to success in a fitness program is ease. How simple is it? How fast can I get it done? If I can, like my workout this morning, just like it was yesterday, 10, maybe 15 minutes. A couple hundred push-ups, a couple of bodyweight squats, a couple of sit-ups, and I'm done. So far this morning, I've done, again, this is, once you start putting the pieces together, it's more than just food and exercise, guys. It's, the people, that's why, calories in, yes, you have to burn more calories than you take in, but that's a small part of the puzzle. I've done my breathing exercises, which I'll love to get into more. I've done some deep diving into some studies on breathing and how important that is, not only for health, but for athletic performance. Guys, if you're not breathing properly, you can't perform at the highest level. Sleep, obviously. I've done my breathing exercise as soon as I got up. I've meditated 10 minutes. I'm not talking, you don't have to sit there like a monk for an hour. And then I've done my exercises, had my coffee, of course, because that's another one of my weaknesses. A couple cups, not gonna bother you. I have it early in the morning. As long as you shut it off by noon, you'll have no problem sleeping. And I've done a couple of hours of research into my next topic, breathing. It's so important. So there you have it for today. Nice short one. Make sure you actually some of you guys message me, leave a comment on there on if you started your program, which you should have, and what you've done. Okay, and then we can take a look at it and see if I can help you make it a little easier. Have a good day.